Hey. How's it going, guys? Hopefully well. I'm just starting up everything. We're gonna put this here as well. Sorry, I'm just handing out all the links real quick. Is that not the right link? Yo, hold on. This is making me annoyed. YouTube, why are you doing that? Berserker is your favorite? That's big. Alright, hold on. Let me see what is going on, man. Why? You know what? I might just go like this. Do that, and people will just have to deal with the fact that it doesn't lead directly to the stream. Hey, and it's a shorter link too, so I can put it more places and not be destroyed. That's cool. There we go. That's good enough. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. How's it going? I'm doing good. And we're gonna play some Visionary Squad. Heck yeah. Alright. Grid City, hard, let's go. No funny stuff, just hard mode. Just waiting for my 5 people. I got some water and I got some oatmeal. A lot of people here. Anybody? Anybody looking to join out of all these people? Hey, Bit3D. How's it going? Thanks for the follow. We're playing some Visionary Squad. I know you've played once before, but feel free to bop by again. Because we do need people in our lobby. It's not a bad avatar. Going good. How about me? I'm doing good. Those guys are going into verses. Hey, there we go. Alright. Accelerator? That sounds pretty good. Plus bunker, plus barracks, plus teleporter. No? Me? I can do it. Cool. Alright. Never mind then. Let's go. Okay, Juggernaut works. Demolitionist works. Alright. I think all this will go quite well. So yeah, we're playing Demolitionist, which is kind of the early game control character, and probably my favorite character, honestly. But we're playing it specifically because we're playing with Accelerator, and Demolitionist is really good with Accelerator. Oh, thanks for the early upgrade. This ain't the time trial isn't bad for Demolitionist or Juggernaut, since we're both kind of focused purely on damage. Druid might have a tough time, though. Alchemist might also have a bad time. It's a shame that Alchemist doesn't work with. It's a shame that Alchemist doesn't work with the what's it called? Accelerator. I mean, a lot of classes don't. It's just because some classes don't want to shoot fast. Stuff like Soldier and Alchemist and other things. Okay. Keeping up in damage.
Captain 724, roger. Set to maintain 2000. Set to maintain 2000.
Yeah, I've been looking at a lot of the, what are they called? The reworks that are about to go on, and, they're looking pretty damn good. It's especially the demolitionist one, where I don't know at what level it was at, but it was doing 20 damage in a massive area, the same area as the rocket launcher is right now. Plus it had stackable C4s that it could place in downtime and could activate at any time. And it keeps the, despite having this massive power, it also keeps the, what's it called? It also keeps the rocket jumping. I keep on forgetting about AODs. From demolitionist to demo man. From demolitionist to nuclear bomb, bro. We just jugged tank damage. I don't think it's gonna happen. Well, what am I supposed to do then? Honestly, if they kept, I would like it if they kept the, kept the like the big sphere that goes around and tell them their range, but they would also be able to be overpowered like they were in the old update, the AODs. Because then I could see where I shouldn't be shooting, but I can also just shoot there a lot to overpower it, and it would also bring back the effectiveness of stuff like paintballer and what's it called, merchant, as kind of utilities to deal with AODs. Hey, Mr. AM. How's it going? I am forgetting to use my rocket launcher. Well, I guess it's understandable because there's not much I can do with it besides shoot the ground and hope the AoE gets to him. Okay, you know, I love AODs. Hopefully this guy turns it back to time trial soon, or else we're going to lose a lot of money. Yeah, because I don't think this guy knows it's on Fortitude, so he's not actually taking the damage he needs. Unless it is working and it's just not showing up for me that it is. Which then that's just really unfortunate. Sorry about that. Ah, you fool! You let down your shield for 1 second. You must be destroyed. Alright. He said he was going to turn off Fortitude, and then he did not. Yeah. Cool. Alright, I guess we'll just have to deal with that then. It'd be cool if EMP, the EMP grenade, turned off special features like how the silencing, what's it called? The silence modifier does, where it stops people from using their special abilities. Or enemies. Can't wait to play the epic new visionite Glorbo. That is so true. Glorbo's gonna go unreasonably hard. How's it going, Spawn? We're just playing some Demolitionists in hard mode. AODs are everywhere. They are eternal. And it's not a very good time. Oh dear. Be insta-nerfed? That is tragic. Come on, guys, we gotta focus up. I gotta justify myself saying that he should turn it back on time trial by actually winning. AODs! Oh my god. Losing it. It is being lost. Kill faster. Yeah. Do I play Risk of Rain 2? I did. Then I beat it a few times, and then it got very, very boring. But I played Bandit, or I played, and that's just about it. Nice. Now we got our accelerator, so we can rocket launcher a lot more often now. Man, these waves go by really quickly when there's no AODs. Thumbs up on the character choice. Cool. Thanks for your approval. Okay. For once in my life, as a demolitionist, I am changing to something that isn't normal. Oh. There's a lot of people playing Visionary Squad today. Yeah, I saw that, so I thought I might as well take advantage of it, start raking it in. Ow, I just got hit by a car. And clearly it worked, so, yep, you guys have just been influenced. Get influenced, idiot. You're trying to get people to do verses? That is most unfortunate. Why would you do that? Oh, that's unfortunate. Trying really hard to not get owned. There's another one. Reload. Boom. Nice. Level 5 Demolitionist is just too good, bro. Like, there's no way. Wait for them to all spawn in it and then just murder them all. You want to try it? You don't. It's really bad. The quintessential versus experience is you get attached to by Mimi and then you die, and there's not really any counterplay because you don't get to play, you just get to watch. Unless you are playing Slicer, and I think that's really the only thing you can do. You can press E as Slicer and hopefully out-damage them. But there has to be significant character bans for the what's it called? For any kind of versus to be even a little bit competitive. I keep on walking slightly out of the accelerator when I do my rocket launcher. What level is it? Oh, this is level 1. So it's not too much of a loss. Nice. Alright, that's one upgrade. Getting closer to the end, though. Let's hope the boss locks onto me. I am kind of the ideal subject for a boss to target, because I can just lead them around infinitely. Broken the barrier. Oh. Huh? Oh. Ah, I see. One, nuclear bomb. Trying not to get murdered by artillery.
Copy 724, roger. Center maintain 2000.
Okay. It's all going swimmingly. Kill this AOD before he can do his thing. It's over. We cannot seem to hit a single marketplace thing. Alright.
Copy 724, roger. Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2000.
Yeah. Why can those artilleries just hide in walls? I don't know. Grid City moment, I guess. Oh yeah, the accelerator is now upgraded to a significant amount, so I can now just spam the rocket launcher. That's why this is so good as either a juggernaut or a demolitionist, is because we both have offensive tools that are in both our what's it called? In both our secondary and primary weapons. That being the sword and the LMG, or the grenade launcher and rocket launcher. Kaboom, instantly vaporized.
Copy 724, roger. Center maintain 2000.
Oh my god. Control moment. I am controlling so hard right now. Ow, ow, ow. Please, please, please. Come on. Is this final round? It is. Alright, who's targeted? It's the druid. Druid, you cannot be doing that. Oh, it's me now. Okay. I gotta go. Rocket jumping away. Ow, he's shooting me anyway. Okay, wait for my rocket, wait for my rocket launcher so I can kind of dash through him a little bit safely. Yep, there we go. Ow, 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 ow. Stop it! Ow. Oh, nice. Why didn't you teleport me up there? That's messed up.
Copy 724, roger. Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2000.
Oh. Oh, he did. I don't know why he did. Why does it keep spectating back on me? I don't want that. Yeah, Jug's pretty good. Oh, he shoots you with a machine gun. That's where I was taking damage from. Lame. Why is that so, why are they, like, really hard to see? Truly a moment. A moment is occurring, guys. Live on stream. Hopefully this guy is able to, yeah, he's able to run around. Nope, where is he running? Where are you going? What is he, what nefarious action is he up to? Nah, he's realized his mistake. He's running back around to the accelerator now. Awesome. There we go. Now we're picking up the pace. Oh my god, that pistol just got obliterated. Jack says, "Rook." That's big. Thanks for letting me know. Your ear went poof. Tragic. You didn't miss much. We're just watching this Juggernaut have a really, really good time. And he's dead. He's very dead. GG. Oh, there he is. You're not gonna be doing much damage. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. And they're destroying the base as well. Oh, that's not good. GG. It was a good try. Alright, let's try again. Normal, snowstorm cabin, go. Alright, let's go. I'm working on a Juggernaut video. Or at least I will be. because Turtle is making a song for Juggernaut so that I can use it in the video. It's gonna be very good. He's the same guy that made the music for the, what's it called? The trailer for Visionary Squad. Okay, obviously, Airstrike, because Airstrike's the best one. Alchemist Paintballer Slicer. Okay, Commander. Okay, that works. Sniper works. Juggernaut works. Hunter works. Alk. I don't think this house gonna change. That is sad. Alchemist is probably gonna remain level 2 for a long time. Not a big issue though. Alright. Mortar. Let's put it right here. Oh yeah, we have hunters, so we're gonna make boatloads of money. I like that. Okay. Nice. And then we will wait for them to get a little closer and airstrike. Hunter isn't too bad on this map because he can see through the fog, which is a bonus on all foggy maps that Hunter is on, which is great. I wish Scout could do the same, where he, I've been asking that for a little bit now. I want them to make it so that when you, what's it called? When you hit your radar, it'll mark all the enemies that are affected by your radar in bright red, like how it does with Hunter, or another kind of mark to show that they are taking increased damage. Because then it's a little bit more that's a little bit more obvious how useful the effect is. Okay, next wave we're gonna airstrike. Let's get Hunter leveled up, because Hunter needs to be leveled up. Level up again. Alchemist is gonna be getting to level 2. I thought I was gonna airstrike this wave, but turns out no. There we go. This wave we can airstrike. Everybody level 2, but Hunter needs to be level 3. Hunter needs to be ahead of the pack in terms of damage at pretty much all times. Otherwise, I'm not going to get nearly as much money. Upgrade. Oh, he left. Alright, never mind. Everything I did for the hunter is now useless unless he somehow rejoins. It is over.
Copy 724, Roger. Center maintain 2 down.
Because everybody else here doesn't have very good single target damage, so once the big stuff starts coming out, it might take a while to kill him. And I don't have sentry. Pretty much every time I've taken out anything but sentry, I've been punished for not taking sentry. Okay, I guess we're not upgrading that then. We'll just upgrade everyone else. Juggernaut gets an upgrade. Let's get some batteries going. Okay, these are doing fine for now.
Copy 724, Roger. Center maintain 2 down. Center maintain 2 down.
Let me upgrade everything here. Actually, no, what do I want to upgrade? Let's upgrade these so these last a little bit longer. Heavy shell, batteries. And I'd like to get Gid one final upgrade. Because that'll get you your ability. And that'll help with our growth. Alright. I'll be right back. Just a second. You guys just hang out for a bit. Alright, I'm back. Side was complete. Let's get everybody upgraded. How's our health crystals doing? Just fine. Does it still mark people? Let me see if I see any higher caustic individuals. No, it doesn't look like it. I wish it was like engineer where it still kept passive even if they left.
Copy 724, Roger.
Okay, let's get that up for maximum treeage. I should probably upgrade that then. How far did that reach? That reaches way. Alright, that's good. Oh yeah, let's get rid of every trap ever. Alright, there we go. No more traps. Oh, whoa, he's back. No way. We're so bad. Alright, I need y'all to... There we go. Alright, he's doing it. He's staying near accelerator, so he's doing insane damage. I gotta get Hunter up to level 5. So he can at least start doing big damage against the boss once we get there. There you go, that's pretty much an instant level up on the tree. Is the tree max level now? Here we go. What did I just level up? Did I just level up Hunter? I thought I was upgrading this. What did I just level up? I think I just leveled up Hunter again? No, it costed like 5k. Huh. What did I just level up? Weird. There we go. Time to rake it in. Okay, how are these doing? These aren't doing too bad. Anything that walks near that pillar of spheres is immediately obliterated. That's pretty cool. Okay, Hunter's maxed. Okay. That's pretty much it. Everything else is in their hands now. Except me pressing E on my keyboard. Alright, he's coming back. Nice. There we go. Now we're lighting him up. Big time. Oh my god, Hunter is just too good. He almost top damage even though he was gone for a majority of the waves. Easiest win of my life. Alright, let's do this. Hard on, let's go Grassy Hills. Druid plus Accelerator is a crazy combo. Plus, what is it? Plus Juggernaut, which is also insane with Accelerator. Plus Hunter, which is also insane with Accelerator. Life is just too easy, bro. Alright. What's my favorite visionaries? Or visionite? My favorite visionary is the visionary. My favorite visionite is Demolitionist in control, and Armament in tank, and Engineer in support, and Hunter in damage. There you go. Accountant, Mimi, Juggernaut, Scout. Actually, no, I do like Scout as my favorite damage. I keep on forgetting Scout is real and exists. Even though it is my favorite. Well, Scout and Juggernaut work with Accelerator, so that'll be good. Arma is a DPS? No. They're a tank. Scout plus Accountant is a quite pretty good combo. Same with anything that needs to be protected from assassins of any kind. No better way to protect your friends than just instantly killing your enemies. I hate this skin, I forgot. It's over. Actually, no. The Scout doesn't work well with Accelerator because he doesn't get benefit from it anymore, or at all. The classic skin. Okay. Alright, we gotta level up accountant. Teleporter for accountant. So I can't put them up on a building or something?
Cabby 724, right? Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2000.
Are you by any chance in touch with the developers? If so, do you have any news on the potential update? This game is kind of dying. It is coming out. There is an update. It is coming out sometime between right now and the heat death of the universe. It's going to be, I don't know if you're in the Discord yet, but it's going to be four new Visionites, a rework to almost every other Visionite. Mission mode is going to be done. Whole bunch of new maps, whole bunch of new interactions. I'm sure some stuff for Visionary as well. And a whole just visual overhaul. But yes, I am in contact with the developers. Sometimes they do drop by my stream. Go.
Cabby 724, right? Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2000.
Thanks for the info. Yeah, they do. It's connected to the, or I don't know. I think it is connected to their game page. So this accelerator is pretty much doing nothing right now. At least I think so. I keep on forgetting I'm supposed to be upgrading accountant. I am not very good at this game, guys. Why doesn't scale work with Excel? Because your E doesn't scale with your with the accelerator. So if you do your faster fire rate while you're in accelerator, I think your fire rate actually gets slower. They are going to change that, though, in the next update. That is, in fact, a bug. It's not supposed to happen. So they're going to be changing that so that you now, while you're in accelerator, you press E, you just do a bajillion damage. It's going to be awesome. Rang, I am relying on you to kill these turbos once they start coming out. Oh yeah, I should probably heal tower as well. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the current state of the game in terms of deadness or aliveness, because pretty much no matter what it has, it's better than what it used to have. I think people are mostly saying it's dead because they're comparing it with the big old jump up to like 3,000 players it had for like a week, and then that kind of died off really quite quickly. I think it might have been because of a suggestion to the front page. Hopefully Play Fun can get himself a heal, if he knows how. Uh-oh. Did Rang's internet blow up? That is sad. Alright, let's upgrade all these. Yeah, there he goes. Motel is having its moment. Most unfortunate. Oh, it's gonna make us wait too. Do you still get scout passive? I'm not sure. I'll have to see. They're spawning this side, so boom. I don't see any turbos. Arrow should affect everything like cryo. Yes. I've been saying that for a long time. That is pretty much the only reason that cryo is the best. That's the only reason that they're the best control right now, is that they do affect everything. Oh, watch out. Yeah. Artillery's gonna give you a hard time. Come on now. Mango, I need you to kill those artilleries, thank you. I'm sure you can handle it. I got my own work to do. Yeah, these are doing all fine. Money. You run market, bunk, and barracks, and TP with heal crystal. What should you replace? If you run bed, is that what you mean by bunk? Or no, bunker. Okay. Market, bunk, barracks, and TP. I'd say replace TP with bed, and then replace heal crystal with airstrike. Why did you lead them directly to accountant? What are you doing? It's so over. You're leading them directly to accountant again. That's not good. 100, 100, 100. Nothing for upgrades, though. Okay, let's throw this down here. He is dying. Awesome. Okay. Mimi's dead. It's over. What am I gonna do, bro? Everybody keeps dying! Stop it! If only Accelerator was useful with anybody on my team. But no, we're just gonna... Accountant's gonna carry, it's fine. Could be.
Copy 724, right, center maintain 2000.
Is it? Oh, they are. This one and this one. And this one. There we go. Saved all three. We're so back. Scout gets increased handling. Hopefully that saves us. Y'all gotta win big time.
Copy 724, right, center maintain 2000.
Uh-oh, that's not good. And he's dead. Accountant seems to know what's going on. So that's good. This is great. This is great stuff. I love Mimi. Truly the character of time. Alright. be the best DPS? Probably, honestly. I mean, Scout is already an insane DPS. For at least for single target damage, I don't think there is anything that does more damage than Scout. Because he does 160 damage a shot, and has a fire rate stim. So once you stack those together, it's curtains for anybody that wants to attack Scout. Okay. Let's level up everybody. But Slicer unkillable? That's also getting changed. I would love it if Slicer would keep the constant parry. I just wish they would nerf it in other ways that aren't making Slicer different and losing that kind of thing. Stuff like making enemies that don't target Visionites and only target the base siege enemies. Could be very cool. Rang takes 1 trillion damage. That's no good. Because if you have enemies that target, it's the same with stuff like assassins. Assassins are already putting it towards that goal. But not as much as something like a dedicated enemy that doesn't target them. What's the change? Slicer will now have a significant cooldown on their parry, and will have more damage to dealt using their left click, and their dagger, or the, what is it? Is it still a dagger? I think it is. The dagger will be changed to a damage stim that gives you bleed. Okay, we'll just nuke this next wave. Let's do this.
Copy 724, right? Center maintain 2 down.
Change? Yeah. I think we got a lot to work on once the changes come out. Alright. Well, that looks good. We wait for accountant to reach the lowest health possible. Boom. You're good. Okay, Juggernaut gets level 3. Hopefully they can finally start doing something. But I can only pray so much. Mimi was just instantly annihilated. The gameplay, oh, Scout's dead. Guys, come on. Unless... Yeah, never mind. Amazing gameplay. Very good. Does Soldier work well with Excel? Yes, very well. Because both their attack, their main attack, and the ammo box scales off of it as well. So if you use your ammo box inside the accelerator, your next ammo box will come faster. That's why stuff like Demolitionist, Juggernaut, Slicer... Slicer? No, not Slicer. Sniper, Scout... Actually, no, Scout, I guess, works a little bit better because Radar also works with it. But any tool with a cooldown means they work better. Is that a bug? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. If it is intentional, it's epic. If it's not intentional, it should be. Grid City, normal, go. I think it's an oversight of code. I think it should be intentional. I think ability cooldown should also work with accelerator. We got Travis Scott in a way. That's huge. Never mind, we don't have Travis Scott. It is so indubitably over. Compares to Hills, at least. I think Grid City's easier than Hills because Grid City doesn't have any hills, which makes it easier to use stuff like Cryo, Arrow, Paintballer, anything else that goes on a single kind of plane. Yeah, because if you're using Cryo on grassy hills, you can't shoot in a straight line very well because there's so many hills in the way. I don't know, I've lost a lot of games on hills. It's just more wide open, which means people consolidate less around your accelerator or other things you want them to be around. It's better if you have a more independent group, like something like Flamethrower, Engineer, Juggernaut, Bruiser, Mimi, or something like that, where they can kind of go off on their own and can benefit from having a more wide open area. Otherwise, it's not as good. What am I guess I will play Scout. I should have played Demolitionist. Demolitionist is kind of busted broken with Soldier. Alright, we're looking out for ninjas, because those will be dealing double damage against. So we get those fat 160 damage hits. You thought NG would be OP? Yeah, they do despawn after a time. But you can usually get more out of them than you put into them. Like a single mini turret or barbed wire can usually kill more enemies and drop more scrap than it costs to make it. You just got to avoid inefficient options like Rail Sentry, at least if you don't have somebody to operate it, like somebody like Druid or Accountant or Merchant or something like that. Airstrike is just too good. Probably not the best timing though. But NG is actually like busted broken. Like they are super underrated. Because Engineer has a almost nearly one-shot kill primary weapon. They have a number of different tools that they can use to either tank, deal extra damage, do crowd control, or what's it called? Or heal, or help out with other people's damage. They're very similar to something like Merchant, but they use emplacement, things instead of items. Soldier has crazy DPS, indeed. I think Druid is the lowest HP out of all of us, so I'll be keeping an eye on them whenever I hear that sound. So I can quickly whip around and give him a really bad time. Oh, he's got a fan. That is like Giga base. Oh, it's happening. Yep, and that's how you deal with it. Is Merchant even good? Merchant is very good with any, as long as you can have a safe space to actually buy his items. Because if you're like something like a, something like an engineer, or a juggernaut, or a demolitionist that always has something to do, like they're never completely devoid of value, then Merchant completely, like, his value drops to 0. But if you have something with a break in it, like something like Accountant, something like Druid, something like Flamethrower, Soldier, or any kind of any unit that has sort of like a break in the action, you can quickly run back, grab some items from Merchant, and get some extra value on the next time you have a burst of power you need to put out. But you also need to stay safe while you are buying those items. So some supplementary reinforcements or visionites may be required, like a tank or battery, or just a wall or like a bunker. But once he's in motion, he's basically like Bard but easier to use. But honestly, if you want to do damage buffing, it's like Bard is just straight up better. And there's not really a kind of way around that. The only part where he actually becomes super beneficial is through little niche situations, like giving a knife to a tank to make them deal more damage, giving to units that don't stick around somebody like a Bard, or can't because of the way their mechanics work, something like Flamethrower or something like Demolitionist, where if they stand still, they will just die. So yeah, it's all about you and everybody but Bruiser. Should you get it or save for new guys? Bruiser's pretty fun. I mean, everybody's quite fun in this game. So yeah, I'd get it. I don't know when the update's coming out, but I'm sure you can get enough money to save up for them in the time it takes to get to that. But I don't know. I've lost all sense of what money is because I have like 100K right now. So I'm a little bit tone deaf in terms of how much money is actually worth right now. All I know is it's pretty easy to grind up money, so shouldn't worry too much about it. Get it, try it, enjoy it, get some money while you're enjoying it. This game is very giving. Yeah, me and Hanti were talking about that while we were playing some Final Stand 2, which is a very not giving game. You have to grind that game for actual years of your life. Other games like Starscape and Mysteria and other stuff where you have to grind big time. And we were talking about those kind of games and how he doesn't want a Visionary Squad to be like that. You just come in, you get all the stuff, you get everything you want, you have the experience you want, and then you go. Radar's just too good, bro. Like I'm dealing 80 damage a shot plus crits. There's no way. Whoa. Does Excel affect reload speed? I don't think it does. I think only your E affects reload speed. Alright, ready to scan. I forgot what wave we're on though. And he crashed. Well, there go all his levels. Easiest throw of my life. And down. And I've just crippled them all. Fantastic. Easiest radar of my life. Alright, now we got more work to do. We got more. Those guys dead. I'm starting to think Rang's internet is not very good.
Copy 724, roger. Descend and maintain 2000.
Nice. Cool wave clear. How's it going, Roblox, dude? Okay, let's keep an eye on the radar. Doesn't look like much. Yeah. So we can hold off on this wave. Okay. Who's the weakest tank? In terms of health, probably Berserker. In terms of damage, probably Bruiser? Question mark? Yeah. And in terms of utility, probably Armament. Spot is open. You'll join the next round. All right. We're playing some Scout right now. Scouting. 10. Okay. Easiest wave clear of my life. Oh my god. Yeah, take double damage. Arma, really? In terms of utility, yes. I think the only thing they have to help you is an occasional stun when they go into offense form on the altar. So unless you're in a very stationary build, which Armament isn't very good in, then yeah, you're not going to be getting much out of them in terms of tankiness. At least Berserker has some speed, so they can run after you and help you out. At least Defender and Commander are both the peak in terms of utility, with taunts and defense buffs and offense buffs and all sorts of stuff. Bruiser has their E that they can use to save people with by knocking people away, and they can use it from pretty much anywhere since it has so much speed. Rook is also his whole thing is utility. If people get low health, he can come save them with his passive. He can save them with his E. He can teleport around the map very quickly with his crowns. What are the tanks in there? Juggernaut. Juggernaut is also kind of low in utility, but he does a lot of damage, so he can feel kind of like an area. Arma feels like a sub-tank, sometimes. But they are very, in terms of durability, Arma is like up there. I think they're like second or third in terms of durability. Because Arma just has so much defense. Juggernaut is the GOAT. Yeah, Juggernaut's very good in terms of damage, in terms of durability, in terms of sustain of all kinds. He's just not that great in terms of utility. Like he can damage people far away and damage people close up, and that's pretty much it. He just has an area of control. It's a lot like how old Juggernaut used to be, except less extreme. Where he can quickly run to you and help you if he needs to now, instead of being completely stationary. Very cool. Level 1 turret. Maybe. Good job, guys. What's your comp for Endless? I don't know, I don't play Endless. Endless is boring. I know my old composition for Endless used to be 3 snipers and 1 scout controlled by me, and then we would be on Grid City with Purple Crystal. Because old Purple Crystal, fun fact about the past and earlier bugs, Purple Crystal used to damage enemies as well as allies. So what you did was you went on Endless, you started a match, and then you defended for the first 30 waves just like normal, and after that the Purple Crystal would have reached critical mass, and then it just starts carrying you throughout the entire game, because every single wave the Purple Crystal shoots more and more, and then eventually it is actually impossible to get through it. So you were just able to basically defend the first 30 waves, and then it would just auto-complete until the very end. Which was very cool. But that bug has since been, or that feature has since been removed. Random buffs and debuffs. I think it does increase their health and damage and stuff like that. Well, if anybody wants to join and they're not currently in the game, let me know. And I can kick people. I have power. I can speak to people in high places. Alright. Let's go with the effects as well. Uninsured. Actually, no. We'll take off uninsured. We'll put on like healthy enemies. I have a feeling that uninsured might come in handy. Ooh. Yeah, red vest for second term. Let's go. That's the way it is. Cryo. You know how it is. Ready? Vote him? Yeah, of course. We always vote the new people. Alright, let's do this. Cryo Gaming. Cryo Gaming. Yeah, this is why Grid City is easier than something like Grassy Hills. It's because you can just shoot down a corridor with cryo and win. There's not really much else you need to do other than that. Like four cryos with an accelerator on Nightmare. That's an easy win. At least in Grid City or other maps where you can do something similar, like Snowy Cabins. Or the what is it called? Sunset Valley. Assassin is the second best DPS in what regard? I think in terms of pure DPS, they're all right, but it just takes time to get, or it takes a certain opportunity to get that DPS. They used to be just straight up the best DPS because of their kind of gimmick then. Chill guy, real. Oh, the sentry has disappeared. He's got 1 damage. This guy's insane.
Cabby 724, right? Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2074.
I thought I was gonna re-aim the snowball to hit the shadows, but not so much. What was Old Assassin like? Old Assassin wasn't too long ago, but it was basically the assassin we have now, but you just held down left click, and there wasn't any stun when you went out of the. When you exited invisibility, it didn't stun everybody around you. Now it does. And also, I think you dealt a little bit more damage per fire. So he was worse. He was better in terms of pure DPS, because I think he had more damage. But I don't know. I don't play that much Assassin. But all I know is that Assassin plus Commander is insane. Or at least used to be. Because Commander just drew everybody in, gave Assassin a defense boost, and then Assassin just held left click, and you could pretty much spawn camp with that. It was pretty funny. Cryo's so freaking good, bro. Like, it's not even funny how good he is. It is pretty funny.
Copy 724, roger. Center maintain 2000. Center maintain 2000, 71.
Sorry, you guys can't move. You guys don't get to do anything. I am the cryo of time. It really is cryo gaming. Like, this lane is just like they can't move. It's over. It's curtains for them. And this works on every game mode. This works on easy, medium, hard, insane, nightmare, with whatever modifier you want. Cryo still works. Cryo could probably beat hell on a mode. I now that I know that hell is what the last modifier they added was, I do need to get that. It's such a bore? Yeah, pretty much. Not really a big fan of, like, bullet sponge enemies. Nice. You know, this visionary, he's kind of going off. Not going to lie. What's the Nightmare boss? Skeleton King? I haven't beat Nightmare because I don't play Nightmare. So I don't know exactly what he does. But nothing Cryo can beat. Yeah. I think you'll respect my personal space or you'll get stun locked forever. Not the best moral conundrum on Earth, I guess. I would play Nightmare a lot more if more control worked. Like if I could play Arrow or Demolitionist. Actually, I can't play Demolitionist, but Arrow, what's it? Bruiser, or any of the other tanks that do knockback. Because pretty much to play Nightmare, you have to play a damage class. There's not really anything else that's very good, or Cryo, I guess. Because most of the fun classes are, they can't be played because they don't work. Arrow doesn't work because nothing can be knocked back. Any tank doesn't work because nothing can be knocked back. What was I gonna say? You can't play something like Alchemist because all the enemies are sort of floating off the ground, so ground-based things don't work. I think the only ground-based thing that works is Engineer's Barbed Wire because it reaches quite high up. Actually, Engineer is quite good on Nightmare. If you're going with something like, if you want to go for at least a tank strategy, you have to have Engineer on there. Just because that's the only way you can deal that kind of damage really quickly without anything being able to fight back against it. Because the damage is instant and guaranteed, as long as they lead them towards the barbed wire. Oh yeah, the accelerator also works a double time with Cryo because both the snowball and the freeze ray work with accelerator. Yep, top damaging is Cryo with a berserker and an assassin. Sorry guys, it's just how it is, man. Spent a week playing Insane and you still haven't beaten it? Yeah, Insane is just really long. So it's tough to make a lot of attempts in a row. I think it takes an hour to fully beat it if you're playing like a slower kind of thing. And not going for speedrun strats. And my throwing arm isn't very good. Ow. Alright, you're getting stun locked forever. Your favorite visionite is John? That's so big. Oh, no, it's over. Everybody is just immediately dead. Alright, Roblox noob, you're gonna have to clutch up big time. Because all I can do is freeze them. I don't do much single target damage. Made it all the way to the boss and lost. Oh yeah, the triple threat. Yeah, I think the best way to deal with the boss is just take it slow. And take out the weakest ones first. Usually that's Terminator and the Goblin Chieftain. Because those guys don't do as much in terms of speed or... not speed, in terms of health and in terms of damage because they can't get to you usually. And just kind of leave Archmage to throw around stuff in the background. I don't know. I think that's how I beat it. But I haven't played Insane in a while, just because it does take that long, so it's not really good to play on stream. John Blast? That's so true. That's so true and real. Ow, I got vaporized. Yeah, I think there might be a bug with the spectating right now, because it keeps on, like, it keeps on coming back to me, even though I'm not pressing anything. Which is annoying. Can you dodge his big move? If they fix the spectate? That's true. Yeah, like his final move? Usually you just have to go around the corner, which is a little bit easier on this map where there's a lot of those, and they're quite close together. But on grassy hills, it can be a little bit tough. But yeah, they are dodgeable, yes. It's also, it also makes life a lot easier when you have something like Zapper or Eel to just deflect all of them. It's a mini eel, yeah. It's pretty much essential on something like medium mode or insane mode, where there's just a bajillion projectiles flying everywhere. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Hopefully they fix that. You like Heal Crystal? Heal Crystal, I feel like, isn't as good as I feel like it should be. And I feel like it should be a little bit more instant in terms of healing. Since that's what all of the visionite abilities seem to be. Is instant something, whether it be instant money, instant damage, instant invincibility, or... but there is no instant healing. And you can have 4 on the field, yep. I feel like it'd be good if it was just like a healing blast, even if it did less overall. So you could just press E and just instantly give somebody a good amount of health. Because that's what it's for, really. It's for, in the moment, saving somebody. That's what abilities are usually for, at least. But I think we'll do one more. Let's see. We'll do Snowstorm Cabins on hard. Or... No way we got Epic James the Third A. Yeah, still gotta get that final one. Let me take off mortar and put on catapult. $23 an hour in this economy? That's big bucks. That's enough to buy, that's enough to pray, at least. That's good. Yeah, red best. 4th term, baby. It's real. Helipad is only good at level 3? I don't know. I don't use Helipad because Helipad isn't really that good in terms of late game damage. At least compared to sentries and oh, he left. Incredible. Engineer? Alright. I guess I'll play... Oh, never mind, he's back. Oh, he's doing the thing where he makes us 5 Visionites. That's lame. What? Something that affects everything around us. I know there's... Druid. Yeah, Druid plus NG is actually quite good. You're just gonna spam your rail sentry so I can use them pretty much. Hey, like Bob. Truly the moment. Alchemist? I don't know about this glitch. Blover. The fog is coming. No, Blover. That's pretty funny. Alchemist? Yeah, Alchemist is pretty fun. It's just a shame you can't use them in Nightmare. We've been talking about that for a little bit, is that some classes just cannot be used. Which is a real damn shame. Do you know when the update is dropping? No. I know it's probably sometime soon. They're dropping a lot of sneak peeks right now. And they're dropping some sneak peeks of completed maps, which usually take the longest out of everything. How to play Druid? Yeah, it's not complicated. Repair my tree. Thank you. Honestly, I wish they would switch Druid back to old Druid. Because I feel like old Druid was a lot more engaging than this one is. This one you don't really get to do much. Except, oh, I can't throw... Are you serious? I can't throw spheres through my NG's wall? Druid is awful, bro. It's over. It's over for any Druid lover out there. We got our heal. Finally, the ad is over. Big. Yeah, because old druid used to be able to. I think new druid does have higher healing, which is unfortunate because you don't really need much effort to get that healing. Brazilian? The Brazilian tag? So I can speak Brazilian. Real. What? We need to start getting the scrap guys. Come on. Yeah, because old druid used to be able to kind of work your way into getting more healing, and with that, you could spend effort and get healing. In this one, you just kind of AFK near your tree, and you'll usually win. Which is sad, because I actually really like playing druid, like the old one. Because you had a lot of skills to manage. You had to manage your aim. You had to manage where you were, positioning to maximize your aura healing plus your pierce healing. And then you had your positioning of your totems as well, which wasn't super important because they were pretty high range. You like the druid with the slow? Yeah, the slow is kind of nice. But I'm talking more about effort to get that. Because, yeah, you could pretty much just AFK next to your tree and you can get your slow and your everything and your shield and not really have to spend a single ounce of effort to get it. But with old druid, you had to work for it. Kids these days don't know nothing about work. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah? Yeah, I imagine Druid did get nerfed a little bit. I don't play much Druid, so I don't know. But old Druid was kind of peak. Before that, like before the whole change to the orb thing, like they had a whole different kit that wasn't tree based. And that's what I want. I want that. I don't like classes that can just kind of AFK and win. You like the old medic? Yeah, the old medic was actually quite good because I think the thing that really killed medic was the stim. The removal of the stim kind of killed it because people love superpowering their friends. Yeah, they're gonna give it back. It's gonna be awesome. But until then, I probably won't be playing much medic. I will be playing medic once they come out with it. Well, I'll be playing a lot of classes because all the classes they've teased so far have looked really interesting. I feel like playing a different character should feel like playing a different game almost. Like that's what we get with a few of them right now. Stuff like accountant, stuff like demolitionist, stuff like what's it? Soldier, where you have to deal with your ammo. Like it should feel like playing a different game almost when you're playing a different character. AOD. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. But soon, stuff like Alchemist change, where you're basically playing a keystroke game, something like Black Magic or what's it called, the Black Magic 2, or some other keystroke game that I can't remember. Just fighting stuff in general. Support DPS, yeah. Support DPS is probably like that's what I like about something like fighting, PHIGHT, is that you can most of the damages also, or most of the supports also do insane damage. Like medic or medkit is in that game has a lot of power as an actual damage character. The like Coil is also a really good damage character. Like in terms of straight up supports, I think only Vine Staff is really a straight up support. Guys, this is peak. This is what engineer. This is pretty much the only thing that Rail Sentry is actually good at, is doing stuff like this. Otherwise, if you're not placing it for like a druid or something that can't otherwise attack, you shouldn't be placing Rail Sentry at all. There's a edge case where you could probably say armament also. Could use one. Demolitionist and Alchemist, yeah, they look pretty good. Demolitionist, I think, might get nerfed because they look really, really good. Okay, there we go. Because see, now Engineer doesn't have to get into the Sentry and sacrifice some of their damage, that being their shotgun. They can go off and shotgun, and I can be the damage that their Rail Sentry provides. But maybe accountant is just a little boring. Yeah, I guess it depends. It can be very stressful when you're in a match with some damage stacked Visionites or good, like just good players, where they can be spawn camping pretty much, and that means you have to do math fast. And look at that, even while I'm in the sentry sacrificing my damage in quotes, I'm still healing, I'm still dealing damage to enemies around me with my orbs. It's kind of busted. Alright, let me hop out real quick and orb out. Oh, that's what happens when I step away for 1 second. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Yeah, it can also be stressful if there's an enemy that isn't constantly being protected by, or you aren't constantly being protected by something like Defender or Scout or Commander or something that can taunt people. Engineer also works. Alchemist? Yeah, Alchemist is definitely going to get a lot better. Which is good, because Alchemist, even though we did have the most damage out of any Visionite, hypothetically, it was it was extremely hard to hit that damage, and it was mostly dependent on your team doing a lot better to keep them away from you. Thanks, man. See, I love Engineer. Engineer is actually like he's so peak. Engineer is single-handedly carrying this team right now. I am Santa. Enjoy gift, real. I think even with me being here and not on the ground and like I think even me being here to pilot the thing so that nobody else has to and sacrifice some of their damage, even with that, I feel like the rail sentry is probably the most inefficient use of your scrap as engineer, but it is nonetheless very powerful. If you have, like, the scrap eco to handle it, it probably is the most damage. Wall protect tree, so true. Wise words. It also protects the people resting at the tree, which is good. Alright, let me, hit up, E. No, that's not good. Yeah, the tree has fallen as well. It's so over. No, we're so back. It'll happen. We have 6,000 in the bank. We should be fine. We still have a round left to go. Alright, just crazy upgrades. Alright, I'm gonna place it in a rear position. Oh, tree is instantly dead. Destroy them! Engineer was carrying? It's true. It's real. Ow. I think, in total, I think they made me deal more. Hold on, that's 4. So in total, they dealt around 30. I'd say 33k damage, plus their tanking, which is pretty good, I gotta say. Plus their the defense. So okay, my DPS, yeah. I'm adding my DPS onto yours because it's technically yours because you gave me the rail sentry to deal that damage. I think it might be over, guys. It may or may not be so over. Yeah, Visionary's not good. Well, they don't do anything, which is really bad because Engineer has a 20% question mark. I think it might actually be 10% discount on all reinforcements, but AI doesn't place any reinforcements, so that is useless. Damn. Easy loss. Well, this might be the last one that we've done for this stream. Playing as merchant right now. Why does he have so much damage? Because he is a damage support. The main benefit is that he makes other people or himself do more damage. That is how he supports. He supports his enemies into the afterlife. That's what he does. It's the same thing as Engineer in that way. They're both kind of cut from the same cloth. But let me see if I can raid Mr. Nick. See if I have enough people. I do! We're raiding Nick. Normally he has a, or I think he does still. He has a thing where you can't raid him unless you have over a certain amount of viewers. Oh yeah, he is also like Engineer in that way, where his basic attack is really powerful. Me and Engineer were carrying is what was happening, pretty much. I was doing healing, which is good. And Armament was there as well. I'm sure they were doing damage, I forgot to check. But Armament usually does a lot of damage. I think we were all kind of contributing. I think it was quite a good team effort there. The only person who wasn't contributing was the Visionary because it didn't exist. Yeah, we're raiding Nick. Let me warn him. But he is another family-friendly Roblox Twitch streamer. And yeah. So he's pretty cool. Say something. What is their raid message? Union raid? Onion raid? Etc. Give me something funny to say, quick. Onion raid. Okay, we're doing onion raid. Goodbye, guys. Bye.